Well, hello there. My name is Anna. If you're new here, I do makeup reviews, makeup tutorials, skincare. Today's video, I'm going to tackle a very popular skincare issue. If you haven't read the title, well, I'm sure you read the title, right? Because you clicked on it. I see this trending on TikTok and I see this starting to trend here on YouTube. And I'm talking about Keratosis Pilaris or Pilaris, however you want to say it. Okay, it's basically these like bumps that people mainly get like on the back of their arms, on their legs, and on their face. Now, I've seen a couple of people talk about it and nobody's mentioned what you can use on your face. Okay, I've tackled like bits and pieces of it. I've tried to figure out like what's the best recipe for myself because I've had it on my arms. Look, I even show you like I have these little like bumps and stuff on my arms. I think since I was 5. I'm about to be 33 years old. So that's a long time of dealing with KP. I've had it on my face for as long as I can remember. It's always been an insecurity of mine. It's nothing new. If you're a follower here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've always hated it. When I was a kid, I got teased for it because people would say, oh, you have acne, you have pimples, or you have bumps on your face and whatever. It's a huge insecurity of mine. So since kind of changing up my skincare, I've been trying different things. And I finally found, and this is why I'm making this video today, I finally found what works for me. And I'm hoping it'll work for you if you suffer from the same thing. Now, there is no cure for it. And just let me just recap and kind of let you know if you don't know what keratosis pilaris is. Basically, if you have it, they look like these little red bumps like here, and they do almost look like pimples. But what happens is our bodies produce too much keratin, or it produces keratin at a quicker like rate than most people do. So what happens is you have your skin and then it produces the keratin and then it like clogs like the hair follicles. So if you've ever messed around with like the little bumps, if you have them and you go to pop them, it almost looks like a pimple. But if you pop, sometimes there's like a little hair in there. You know, it's disgusting, but that's what it is. That's the nature of keratosis pilaris. So that's the issue. Now, with that being said, I have done like some research. I saw a couple of people talk about it. And what I've come to like a conclusion is you have to exfoliate. You have to moisturize. A lot of times the KP, keratosis pilaris, is associated with eczema, so that's where that redness comes from, but it also will make your skin dry or have like that dry texture. So, also, side note, if you happen to have seborrheic dermatitis, this will also work for you. I have a couple of videos of what I do and what I use for that, but I just want to like specifically specify keratosis pilaris. Now, my issue with it is that it's given me textured skin. And I will show you pictures of before where it's like red and just bumpy. And then I've also filmed myself in natural lighting so you could see texture. Because you're probably looking at this and being like, oh, Anna, your skin is fine. It's not even that bad. Yeah, it's not bad because I make it a point to follow this regimen. Like I've been doing this for everything that I've been using since May. But I've incorporated one more thing, also from The Ordinary. And no, this is not sponsored. It would be awesome if they could sponsor me because I love their skincare line. It just works for me. I don't know. I know sometimes people like, they either love it, they hate it. Oh, it's okay. It's not that great. But for me, it's done huge, huge wonders for my skin. So it is from The Ordinary. So I just want to show you guys in natural lighting what my skin looks like. When I'm filming, I typically have a ring light and like 2 lights on the side just to kind of like brighten my face up and so that things can come true to color. But I do want to show you guys what my skin texture is. Sometimes when I show you guys in my filming area, sometimes you guys can't see it or you'll say, oh, I don't see redness, I don't see bumps. So I'm going to show you in natural lighting so you guys can see. So this side of my face was never as bad, but, oops, sorry. You could see that there's some like redness left over. There's some here. If I kind of like turn into the light like this, these are all little bumps, but they've improved tremendously. This side is the side that's always like worse. So here you'll see some bumps. If I turn, hopefully you can see it. I can't see myself that well here. But here is usually my problem area, and like around here. So that's what my skin looks like. The texture has improved tremendously. So let's go back. So this is what I use, and I stick to this every single day. And because I stick to it every single day, I've seen an improvement in my skin. All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna go, this is gonna be mainly like a night treatment because your exfoliators and everything, like your skin is working more at night. So whatever you put on it, it's going to like repair itself. It's gonna work harder and everything versus what it does during the day. So this is what I do. I wash my face, whatever cleanser you like, wash your face. What I've started doing is I'll get like a towel and I'll like wet it in hot water, right? And I'll get it, I'll kind of wring it out, and I'll get like just a corner of the towel, and I'll just start kind of like really, like don't be aggressive, you know what I mean? But just enough pressure where it's kind of just wiping off like that extra dead skin. Okay, after you do that, you pat your face dry. Now, this you do 1 to 2 times a week. This works wonders. Is the Ordinary AHA BHA peeling solution. This is a new one because I just ran out of my other one. This is a strong exfoliator. It's not like super strong, but if you're new to like exfoliators or chemical peels or whatever, this is going to feel strong to you. This is going to be like your step 1 of starting this. This works. It completely, like, it takes off the dead skin, and the way these work is they work on the surface and then they go under. So we want to really like break down the buildup of the keratin, the texture. So that's the one thing that you're going to do. Then the next thing is going to be, I don't do this on the same night actually. So that's one thing you're going to do 1 to 2 times a week. The second thing, or like your everyday thing actually, is going to be using glycolic acid toning solution. This is going to help, again, to exfoliate that top layer. It's gentle, but it's going to help to start getting rid of that dead skin or that skin that like piles up. Now, the thing that I've seen that really, really works, like I almost saw an improvement within like 2 days, not completely like texture or anything, but the lactic acid, the 10% and the HA. Again, if you are familiar with Keratosis Pilaris and you've seen it up close and you've been dealing with it, you're going to know what I'm talking about. It looks like a pimple sometimes, right? But I noticed that when I started using the lactic acid, and I used it like maybe after like 2 days, that little part that looks like a pimple, that white part, almost started to come out on its own, to the point where, and I probably shouldn't have done this, but I was just curious. I grabbed the tweezer and I pulled it out, and it looked like when you pop like a whitehead or something, or like a blackhead. So I know that that's working. Again, I know TMI, it probably like grossing you out or whatever, but it helps to really push out everything. It helps to like take off that top layer. So I do that, and then I follow up with like an oil at night. So I'll do like the plant derived squalane, and then I don't have it with me. I seal it with my CeraVe like healing ointment, which is actually, let me get it, hang on. So afterwards, then I'll get like just a little bit of the CeraVe healing ointment, and I'll kind of like lather that on, and I'll just like press it on my face, because the main thing with Keratosis Pilaris is like you have the layered skin that clogs the hair follicle, but then you're exfoliating it, but then you have to moisturize, because if you don't moisturize or you don't bring moisture back to your skin, it doesn't really fix the problem. You still have to moisturize. So this has just been like a huge improvement, game changer in my skincare routine. The other thing that I have been doing that will help too, and this you only do 1 or 2 times a week, is I've been doing the Retinol 0.5 in Squalane. Now, I did notice that this does help with removing like the dead skin and everything. I'm still in like the purging process, because I'm starting to get like, you know, like the pimples or everything kind of coming forward, and it does dry your skin out. But this is what I've been doing to finally get my skin to feel soft, you know? And I want to share that because I haven't found any videos on it. And like I said, a lot of the videos target like the body, and like I can deal with the body part because, you know, I have a sweater on. You're not seeing my arms, but my face, it's like, it's right there out in the open, and you just see it all the time, or I see it all the time. So this is what has been working for me. Now, one thing that I absolutely have to stress, because you're going to be using glycolic acid, because you're going to be using lactic acid, because you're probably going to be using the retinol, whatever, you have to put SPF on every single day. Because you're using a chemical peel, it's exposing like that layer of your skin to the sun. Just invest on an SPF. The one I really like to use is the Supergoop glow stick. It's about, I think, $25, but it's not a chemical sunscreen. It's a physical sunscreen, and my skin likes it a lot. So that's my little routine. This is like my formula that has worked for me, and I can honestly say, like, I see a huge improvement in my skin, and I finally like really enjoy and like my skin. And again, maybe I sound like ridiculous to you right now, but when you have something on your face and it's red and it causes texture, like, it's annoying. And when you're a kid or you're a teenager and you have it and people tease you for it, like, that becomes an insecurity. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. Like I said, and I've mentioned this in another video, I don't know what it's like to have acne, but I feel for those people because it sucks. You know, you have this stuff on your face. Now, is keratosis pilaris like acne? I don't think so. In my personal opinion, I don't think so. I feel like acne is like just like really out there, and it's like, it's painful. Keratosis pilaris is not painful. It's itchy. It's itchy, and then sometimes like you just keep scratching, and then you just get irritated and red. You know what I'm saying? And then like sometimes like when it's really bad and you put foundation on, like it just looks worse or it irritates it. It's just a mess. But this is what works for me. And I'm hoping that if it works for me, if you guys want to try it and it works for you, awesome. I know with my videos on seborrheic dermatitis, it's been a huge help for some of you. And that makes me really happy because, again, I know the struggle of like just having dry skin, textured skin, flaky skin. Like, it's not fun, you know? I don't like it. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, you know, love your skin no matter what. Like, no, there was a time where I hated my skin. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I hope that somebody, you know, finds this helpful. If you don't want to get everything and you just want to start somewhere, I would definitely highly, highly recommend lactic acid and glycolic acid. I definitely feel like you'll see a huge improvement on it. If later down the line you want to add the AHA, BHA peeling solution, that's always good. It's a great exfoliator. If you're not ready for retinol, don't start it. And yeah, and definitely an SPF. Any SPF, as long as it's an SPF, just make sure you're applying it. And yeah, and this just roughly, this is about, I think the lactic acid, maybe $10, and the glycolic toning solution is like $8. So it's affordable. You can find that at Ulta now. You can order it from Deciem.com or whatever, but I get mine from Ulta because I get the points. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video helps somebody. I'm happier with my skin now. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. I love talking to you guys. And if you made it this far into this video, I appreciate you staying around. And if you haven't subscribed, definitely consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in my next one.